going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But, of course, you have to do your own research. But, guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. We see the movie is about to get started. We see the negativity to crypto, and then also we hear the negative news when it comes to the actual stock market. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are slowly pulling back. We have the dollar down. We have volume, and crypto, of course, is up because we know anytime we're making a big move, volume has to be there, whether it's going up or down. And then we have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether reports a $850 million net profit for the second quarter. And then also it has $72 billion in exposure to U.S. Treasuries. And guys, we know when it comes to U.S. Treasuries, it just depends on the time period. But we know that Tether movie is also coming soon. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $1.73 trillion on Friday. Make sure you're pulling that repo on a daily basis. And guys, we have the central banks raising rates and run off the balance sheet in order to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And guys, when I first made that statement, I know a lot of you laughed. And now you're starting to see it come true. Yes, your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. We're seeing the small and medium-sized banks crumble. We see when it comes to the stock market, they're lowering earnings, so therefore it makes it look like they're hitting big numbers. We see the Fed holding up these small and medium-sized banks. And we see AI, robots, algorithms, and drones starting to take this economy over. Remember, guys, they've been planning this for 20 to 30 years. So it moves in phases. And like Joe Biden said, you're going to see more technology in the next few years than you've seen in the last 50. And don't forget the Cryptoteacher told you about it and wrote about it a long time ago. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $24.6 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Binance wins operational license in Dubai. And guys, when we look at Binance, we see the two sides being created. We see certain countries giving it a hard time to go, and other countries let them right in. Now we have the U.S. SEC sues Richard Hart's X and Pulse chain over unregistered securities. And guys, we know Gary Gensler is definitely not done. We know 99% of these cryptos are going to be gone. We know the central bank is going to pick the winners and losers. Now we have Pancake Swap to share trading fee revenue with Cake token stakers. Also, guys, we had Chainlink rescues Curve Finance amid a $100 million Viper vulnerability. And we can see the narrative, a centralized system coming to the rescue of a decentralized protocol. Now we have Chinese Shanghai implements plan for blockchain digital infrastructure system by 2025. And guys, we know China is ready to flip the switch on the fourth industrial revolution next year. And we know blockchain gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. And then lastly, guys, we have Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong says that the SEC told it to delist everything but Bitcoin. And guys, we see the movie continues. And we can go to Back, which is a publicly traded company now, and they removed everything that they thought were securities, and they still have like maybe 8 cryptos. So they just don't have Bitcoin. So that story makes absolutely no sense. But guys, remember, you're watching a movie. We're going to get our popcorn, sit back, and let this play out. We already have it out Brian Armstrong's own mouth that he was there to build the new digital economy. And we're seeing that playing out right in front of our eyes. Remember, they have to play the Hegelian dialectic. One side for it, one side against it, and that enables them to push towards their agenda. Because we know the people are going to pick a side. and fall for the divide and conquer instead of coming together, learning the technology so that therefore we could correctly move this technology in the right way. Remember, guys, technology can be used for good or evil, and we can clearly see the technology is in evil hands. So make sure you get in the lab. Educate your friends and family, get in the lab, and study the fourth industrial revolution, because you do not want to be caught on the wrong side of history. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.